Ras Al Kaimah. Let's get straight into it, guys. Ras Al Kaimah is an emirate located around 50 minutes away from Dubai. You've clicked on this video because you're probably uninterested or you've heard about projects that are developing over there. So therefore you might be wanting to make an investment. You might have thought about investing in Dubai, but you thought, well, I'd also like to hear about RAK because you probably heard about the casinos, the growth, everything that's going on over there. So I'm going to cover a few basics in this video. And of course, if you want to make an informed investment into the Dubai market, you know where I am, book a call below and we can chat and we'll see how we can help you out. So first of all, as I said, located around 50 minutes by car, Ras Al Kaimah is an emirate that is very unique. I love it, right? Personally, from just a tourism point of view, I think it's beautiful. It's very mountaineerous. You know, it's surrounded by Jebel Jais. You've got places to go hiking, camping. There are kind of like lakes throughout it and stuff like that, some man-made. And then of course, the beautiful unparalleled ocean views when you get onto the coastline, which is a lot more untouched, you know, compared to Dubai, because, you know, Dubai's growth, it's a city, and obviously Ras Al Kaimah is just its own unique little emirate, and something very special is happening over there. Now, of course, we're going to start by talking about the obvious one. Well, the coastline and the islands that are being built. And my favorite island, of course, Al Marjan Island. Now, this island will be very, very special. Well, it's actually a cluster of islands. And of course, the famous Wynn Casino is going to be on there, okay? So, of course, it's going to have some huge investment, you know, from all parts of the world. You know, you can see now already the types of brands that are going to be building there, including Emirate, Ellington. We've got the new projects, the Lux developer, who are also building Oceana, which again, I can always talk about to you on the phone. So it's going to be a combination of hotels and restaurants and obviously residential. And we're going to see some huge brands. Nobu, for example. We've got the Rove Hotels and we've got Uldar Properties. Now, if you don't know who they are, they're a big developer in Dubai. They're actually taking over some of the current developments on these islands because they actually do already have some hotels and stuff on the islands. Because if you look on Google Maps right now, you'll see Al Marjan Islands are basically just, you know, very sandy, very much just like island with not a lot of development on there. But if you actually zoom in, you can see a section of hotels. Now, a few of these are going to be renovated and brought up to the standard because what we are going to see in the next 3 to 5 years on this island is going to be mind-blowing. Now, what's casino going to do for Dubai? Well, the amount of visitors that currently visit Ras Al Kaimah per year is around 1.2 million, all right? Now, they're expecting, by the time the casino is going to be completed, which I believe is going to be end of 2026, 2027 time, the visitors are going to go from 1.2 to 5.5 million. And that's basing it off statistics of other places the Wynn Casino were built. So that's just not someone giving a good old prediction. I mean, of course, it's a prediction, but it's backed up by previous developments that have gone on in the world. Now, of course, we see in Dubai's popularity over the years, and we're going to see, well, we've already seen Dubai's humongous growth, and there's nothing saying that Ras Al Kaimah is not going to follow in terms of being its own little island where people can go. Again, it's going to be very touristy, and I think the fact that the residential side is coming in is very smart, because if you were to, you know, purchase a residential unit, you know, you could be renting this out for like short holiday homes, all this kind of stuff, you know, like short-term rentals. It is going to be prime. Maybe not necessarily long-term rentals. And I say that because, again, I mean, I don't really see much happening in terms of like commercial development going on over there compared to obviously Dubai's growth, you know. I'm sure at some point maybe the commercial side will start to flourish, but as of now, it is primarily going to be a very hot tourist spot. So, you know, even for people like myself who've lived in Dubai for almost 3 years, we're going to go over to Ras Al Kaimah. I go once a month, maybe, well, in the winter seasons when it's not so hot. And I obviously take a trip over there and I go through the mountains and I get that sense of nature because, again, when you're in Dubai, you're surrounded by the hustle and bustle, the bustling life of the city. And trust me, everybody feels like that. So everyone likes a little escape. And why not better to have a little 50-minute drive and go to somewhere which is going to be unparalleled views, unique things to do, obviously gambling as well if you're into that. But of course, you know, mountaineering and all the camping and all these kinds of amazing things. Now, also, the infrastructure around Ras Al Kaimah is going to flourish. We're seeing the airports getting redeveloped, and I believe Qatar Airways are going to be taking over part of this, and they're going to be redeveloping it and really pushing it hard. And then, of course, the rail and infrastructure system around that, so they have connection to the other emirates. That's going to be really exciting, you know. I'm very excited for when Dubai has the public transport like redeveloped or just developed at a much higher standard. Obviously, they're taking it into consideration and they're working on it fast. Well, unlike the high-speed rail 2 in the UK, which is just never going to be built. Actually, in Dubai, they get things done, and that's why I love this place. So, as an investor, is it worth it? Absolutely. And like I said, the infrastructure that's coming to the public transport is going to be huge. We're already seeing brands like Emirate and Ellington and these other big casinos like Wynn and then the Rove Hotels. They're developing over there, which says a lot, right? If the big boys are going over there, you know you should get a piece of it. 3, well, we're also seeing a price per square foot considerably greater than a lot of places of Dubai. Of course, this is going to be in its own unique way. It's not quite comparable just yet. But if you're somebody that's looking for the future kind of of wanting to buy in early. You may be a bit of a risk taker, because I'm not saying it's going to be guaranteed. I never say that word, but if you're a bit of a risk taker in a way and you want to buy into a newer development which has got incredible potential, because this will be the first casino in the UAE, which is just mind-blowing, and I'm very excited to see these developments happen. And then of course, it's just attracting millions of visitors per year, meaning there's a potential to generate great return on investment, great return on equity, and of course, you'll have a property in a prime location, because a lot of the property is going to be waterfront, coastline based, and you're only going to be a few minutes drive from all of the main attractions. So of course, you have to be strategic about where you go there and how much you pay for it and what specific unit you get. I think all of these things matter. I don't think you should just rush into it and just buy whatever you can because it's available. You've got to be strategic. That's why I'm here. As I say in every video, if you want that help getting that strategic investment, then that's what I'm here to do. But Ras Al Kaimah is definitely on the cards. I think it's incredible. I think the growth and potential is there. I just think you need to overlook and go and see it yourself and go and actually do some research into what is coming. And once you do that, you will quickly understand that this is the next big thing, in my opinion, as we call it, Ras Vegas. Ba-dum-bum. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope you learned something. And of course, if you want to make a strategic investment, you know where I am. See you there.